Hey there, bibliophiles and those raising bibliophiles. Thank you for joining me today at Holding Steadfast. I know how difficult it is to find great books for your children to read, and being a busy mom, you don't have time to read everything. So I'm hoping that my reviews can in some little way make that aspect of your life just a little bit easier. Today's book review is The Sherlock Society by James Ponti, and this is his newest middle grade mystery book. If you have been following me at all for a little bit or seen some of my other reviews, I've done his Framed series, I've done his City Spy series, and then recently I came across the Sherlock Society. So this book is definitely going to be a hit, I would expect, with everyone in your household. I absolutely love the story. I love the wit throughout. It is not a book that one wants to put down until the mystery is solved. The narrative structure of this book is very similar to Toast series. That was the Framed series. The story opens with the children staying afloat in the water, and a yacht has exploded, and so 12-year-old Alex and his 13-year-old sister Zoe are treading water as the police are coming to rescue them and pick them up. Meanwhile, their 73-year-old grandfather is attempting to evade police by swimming to shore. Needless to say, he is not successful. Soon after they are picked up by the police, their mother is called. They are being held by Secret Service. And the mother of Alex and Zoe is an attorney. She shows up and she tries to negotiate immunity for them. And an agent leaves to, go and talk with his boss about giving them that immunity. And that is at the point at which the story starts to really unravel, or you figure out what's been going on up until this point. So just like his other novels, where he sort of starts somewhere at the end and then works his way, bringing you up back to that point by the end of the book, this follows the same narrative structure with that. And so it's at this point that then Alex is narrating and telling everything that was happening, back up to the point at which they are being held by Secret Service. So what led them up to being picked up by the Secret Service is hours. The story opens, that part of the story opens the last hours of the last day of school before summer vacation. Zoe's in a bad mood because she can't go to a summer camp with her BFFs. Alex and his friends, Lonnie and Yachty, are in the school library, and they are trying to complete an escape room. Zoe ends up staying. This whole event begins to open up an idea. Zoe thinks that she can't go to summer camp simply because her parents can't afford it. So she's thinking that if she can make some sort of money, that then attending this summer camp would be a thing that could happen for her. So she comes up with this idea that they're going to be a detective agency. The others sort of go along with it. They spend money. They make signs and business cards. Grandfather has been brought into the fold. He is going to be in charge of transportation for them as part of their Sherlock Society. However, mom gets whiff of what's going on and she totally shuts them down. She's like, you can't be doing this. There's like legal ramifications. So that idea gets shut down. Zoe's pretty angry through most of the story, or at least struggling with that. Then the grandpa comes up with an idea. He used to be a reporter, and so he brings the children to his storage unit where he has kept everything from when he worked at the Herald before he retired. And so they go through some of his unsolved stories, and within that, they pick out a story or a lead that they want to continue on. And so their new mission is to discover the $1 million that was stashed by Al Capone. And that is what leads them on to the next stage. They start uncovering all kinds of things. Grandpa's leading them in how to be good investigative reporters. They meet with people. They start to look at different locations. They think they've also almost found it, but they didn't, which ultimately leads them back to looking for the lost city. And so when they go to find this place in the Everglades where Al Capone supposedly had a hidden hideout and all kinds of stuff, they actually find that toxic waste has been dumped on this Indian reserve, or this Native American reserve. And so they decide to basically figure, like, that's the new mystery. So we're looking for Al Capone's treasure. We end up discovering that there's toxic waste at this Native American reservation. And that is what they're going to now pursue because there's injustice and problem here. And so they're solving that. And that's pretty much the rest of the story. I'm not going to divulge too much. It's all clean. It's good. It's great. Reading, great characters, great themes. The parents are great in the story as they are trying to lead their children. You find why Zoe can't go and why the parents are really trying to protect her and put a guard on her from having bad influences. Grandpa is really fun. He is definitely like a comic relief. So if you want some fun quotes from Grandpa or some things about him, definitely check out my written review. I absolutely love this story. I love the strong themes. I love that Alex and Zoe have a strong parental influence. Even with their grandpa, he's leading them around. And it's just a really fun read. I really enjoyed it. My son, I gave it to him and he read it within 24 hours. He could not put it down. And James Ponti is just a fantastic author of middle school fiction. It's clean, it's got relatable characters, highly engaging, and it has great themes that parents want their children to be reading about. And then I noticed recently that in February of 2025, the book number 6 for City Spies, entitled London Calling, should be released. And I will definitely be adding that to my read pile. So check back in 2025 for more information or more book reviews by James Ponti. Absolutely great read. If you have any book suggestions or reviews, books that you would love for me to review, maybe you don't have time to read them, feel free to leave me a comment and I will add that to my read pile.